Hello and welcome back. I'm Shelf Unit and this is my continuing Let's Play of Underrail. So, a couple of things. One, I have not played for 3 weeks, so I am very shaky on what exactly I'm doing. And two, I'm not 100% certain on whether this is the right save. It is the most recent save that I have, but I returned to the game and I was not in a familiar location. Not obviously here. It was obvious. It's familiar, but it wasn't familiar that it was where I had left the game. So what's going to happen is I am going to go up and ingratiate myself into one of the megacorps, or whatever they're called. Actually, I suppose I could look around on the map, upper Underrail. Yeah, okay, so I have done everything here, so that makes sense. I do want to go up and explore the shaft soon, but I think now is a good time to go up to the since I went up there before, just to have a look around, I will go up there now. And ingratiate myself into their good books, with a bit of luck. Okay. So it's Cortec. Let's see if we can go and say hello to Cortec. It is. Now, I'm going to quick save here, because I don't know if I can walk through here with... Okay, I can walk through here. Cortec security, yeah. Receptionist. What can you tell me about Cortec? Cortec's blah blah blah. Going now, go through here. Okay, they're happy with me going through here as a scientist. Can't go through that door. Interesting. Is this anybody I should know? It's just a scientist. More scientists. Can I talk to these scientists? Disappointing that the roboticized service program never came to fruition. One of our colleagues wrote an interesting paper on the augmented railgun technology advances. Interesting read. Okay, well, we've gone around here. Let's see if we can get into some of these rooms. Interesting. Biocorp technology fragment, batteries. Interesting. Well, you know, if there's no red arrows, or red hands, there's nothing stopping me going in. Fortunately, there's no... I didn't want that. Okay, let's quick save. What have we got? This is energy shield emitter. I've already got that. Mine. Seeker lens. Magic hammer. Okay, well that seems to have worked pretty nicely. Okay, let's continue our realm of exploration. So just recycling bin has a couple of bullets in it for some reason. Okay. Now I keep saving. I don't want to save. Crikey, the last thing I want to do is save if I cock this up. No, I'm not interested in doing any of that. Okay, and this is obviously no good reason. This is... And there's people back here, there's people back here. Okay. Okay, you can see. So he's the guy I need to talk to. Now let's see if we can go up. It's a red door, that's a red door. Let's go back down. Now we did get around here. So let's see what we've got around here. I do enjoy these explorations. What's my... Okay, we're relatively fine in terms of plenty of... Goodness me, we've got so many of these. But there's only 1.7 in weight. So let's see what's up here. Well, I can always hack. Just got to go down, make sure that I'm not being done for that. Nobody down here reacts. So no harm, no foul. Fair enough. Point being, I've now gained, what, 180, 255 XP for effectively just walking around. Now, yeah, that one's so good. Load game. Okay, so we've unlocked it, but we have not. We will not go through it. Fair enough. So let's go talk to this guy now, because we can't really do anything else. The man behind the desk greets you with a closed-lipped smile, one you'll find almost never leaves his face. While his superficially good-natured eyes are always focused on you, scrutinizing every motion you make and seem capable of picking up every single detail, no matter how minuscule it might be. It's an inescapable feeling, and it's making you suddenly become self-conscious of your appearance and behaviour. And how will any of that reflect on the interview you're about to have? Welcome, Sir Evenstar. I'm Joseph Harlan, and it is a pleasure to meet you. I'd like for us to move to the reason why you're here, if you don't mind. So you're interested in working for Cortec? Indeed. I personally think it's an honour and a privilege to work for a company of Cortex magnitude. Well said. I already like you, he smiles. You might find it surprising, but I'm positive you're the right person for the job I'm about to offer you. Or, as the numerous residents of Core City would say, you're dominated. What exactly is this job you're talking about? I'll be honest with you, Sir Evenstar. Cortec, because of its wealth, status and importance to the city, has numerous enemies trying to bury it down. It's a sad state of affairs, I know, but that's the state of the world we live in. Of course, we have our own security forces. However, excuse me, their effectiveness against more surreptitious threats is quite limited. We're in need of someone who can act as a low-profile agent, is capable and willing, and can accomplish given tasks effectively without ever being associated with Cortec. Should she be compromised now? Or should she be compromised? Now, I must make one thing clear. We aren't talking about any illegal or immoral affairs here, or anything similar. We simply seek our safety and the prosperity of Core City, and for that it is sometimes necessary to act in the way I've described. Are you interested? How do you know you can trust me? We know. We have our ways. Before I accept anything, I'd like to know more about Cortec. He smiles. Of course. Cortec is the premier technology research and applications company in the whole Underrail. Founded by Rupert Simmons, it develops and manufactures a wide range of products and solutions for military, domestic, as well as entertainment purposes and more. For instance, we supply the systems used in the arena, as well as designed and manufacture the complex machinery that makes the gauntlet possible. Those two alone define Core City as the entertainment capital of Underrail. We're innovative and determined to create a better world for everyone. And in these very troubling times, we feel we make a difference. You can count me in. Excellent, he smiles. Those words mark the beginning of a very important chapter in your life. You are now an employee of Cortec and are free to move around most of the building. Some areas are off limits, of course. You'll be paid for each individual job accomplished generously. Rest assured, and last but not least, your safety is guaranteed within the Cortec building. I notice you're quite a combat-ready sort of person, but in here you may be at ease. He walks to one of the wardrobes and grabs two matte black zip bags, one large and bulky, the other small. He puts them on his colleague's desk and unzips the large one first. This is your uniform. State-of-the-art energizing vest. It provides good ballistic protection, but more importantly, it can keep your equipment powered up via wireless energy transmission. And he opens the small one. And this is your tactical respirator. Lightweight and comes with dual filter canisters, smart lenses, and other integrated devices. He puts the empty bags aside and turns to you. With that out of the way, I can say I already have a task for you. What can you tell me about JKK? It's a large company owned by Gunnar Edstrom. It came to Core City many years ago and delivered something the other two oligarchs needed. Back then, the arena was pretty much a local event, but JKK made the first arena match broadcast, and over time it became what it is now. They control the betting, they transport animals to the arena, and much more. I can say those tri-monitors on the streets, trims as they're called, those are being installed and maintained by JKK. Keep one thing in mind though, Agent, there's more to JKK than what I've just told you. Their operatives are capable of doing very, very sickening things, and they have eyes and ears everywhere. Just keep that in mind. Praetorian Security? Praetorian Security is owned by Chief Archibald Knight, and it can be considered the dominant security force in Core City, I can say. Still, whilst they claim they're the best, I have to disagree. They have the numerical advantage, but Cortex security service forces have much better training and equipment. Praetorian Security is so old-fashioned, but let them have it their way. Of course, all this is between you and me, Agent. He smiles. Got to go now. Fine. So, what do we have? We have the Cortec Tactical Respirator. It gives us a bit of mechanical and a lot of bio. Special damage of special range weapons attacks increased by 25%. Interesting. CTM R3SL is a high-tech respirator which sports a pair of hybrid smart lenses, whilst also providing some protection to the forward face of the wearer. And the Cortec Energizing Vest. physical 28, energy 35-15. Not as good, but better armor penalty. Activated will transfer up to 10 energy at 80% efficiency, so 8 energy. From the source item to all other equipped items that require recharging, splitting the energy up equally amongst them. Interesting. We'll equip that because it does increase our armor. Okay, let's head on out. And I think I came from this direction. No, I came from here. I just want to dump some stuff in my barrel of joy. It's interesting. I was not expecting to get equipment from them. I mean, the equipment's good. But I don't have that many electronic devices. Get rid of that. Wondering if there's anything else I can get rid of that's, well, we'll keep the armor on hand just in case. Okay. Let's head back up. So let's see what's this way. I think there are some of the other, obviously the other corpse around here. So that's the chalk building. Okay, that's the manor, we can't go in there. Quick save before we try and walk in here. Oops, let's try and get to the stairs up. We really wandered around all the way in here. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So let's talk to this guy. Excuse me, civilian, but I have been informed you are working for a different faction at the moment. Therefore, I must inform you that recruitment is impossible for you due to security risks involved. That will be all. So I was so looking forward to working for Victorian security, but now I see it's impossible. So long. Okay, well, we've made our bed. I was hoping we could perhaps work for all three of them at some point. But let's go and find out what our first mission here is. Okay. Fair enough. I'm ready for my first task. Good. Your first task, Sir Eden, sir, is to find one of our agents who has recently disappeared. He's known under the pseudonym Raul. He shows you an image of a black man with dreadlocks. Take a look at this picture. Note the distinctive scar on his right cheek. He should have returned from his task several days ago. Yet he stopped communicating with us right about that time. He was last seen entering the core city's sewer system. Sewers are not the most hospitable place, I can say, but the faceless are one more reason you must take extra care when going there. Find out what happened to Raul and then return to me. Actually, I recognize that man. I already saw him. Apparently, I already saw him. What was he doing in the sewers? He was on a confidential mission, the details of which I cannot reveal to you. Actually, I recognize that man. I already saw him. Harlan looks at your eyes open in surprise. Where is he? What happened to him? I found his corpse in a facility of sorts in the northern section of the sewers. He seems to have been killed by a cannibal who didn't get a chance to eat him yet. Ah, that must have been a gruesome death. Sadly, despite her efforts, Core City still hides these demented, twisted freaks under the rug. On the other hand, if it was the Faceless that got him, maybe his fate would have been even worse. Now tell me, did Raul have any documents on him? I found nothing. You nods. No matter then. You've done what was asked of you. So, it's time for you to receive your first payment. Here are some charons. And a device I think you'll find quite useful. 300 charons and an energy shield emitter. You would deliver, I can say. He smiles. I have more work for you. So, let's have a look. What do we have? A medium shield emitter. Decent. Let's talk again. Ready for my next task? This one is very serious, Agent. We discovered that our prototype ICPD has been stolen from one of our labs, and one of our employees, Leuben Greenhorn, is a prime suspect in this matter. I can say he vanished around the time that the device disappeared, and he is one of the rare people who had easy access to the device. We're searching the company grounds as well as the whole residential district, including his home, of course. But unfortunately, we still haven't been able to track him down. We tried keeping this whole situation quiet, but I feel we now have no other option but to pull all our resources for this one. This is where you come in. I want you to join the search for the device. While the device is one of the utmost priority, Leuben himself should be brought in for questioning as well. However, should he resist, you are free to neutralize him. One more thing, said Evenstar. Leuben, like most employees with his clearance level, has had an intradermal chip planted in his arm, so take his tracker. Chip is difficult to remove safely removed, but desperate times call for desperate measures, so expect everything. ICPD must be returned to Cortec. I repeat that one final time, otherwise it might fall into the wrong hands. What is ICPD? ICPD stands for Intracranial Pressure Destabilizer. It's a prototype device we've been developing at the moment. It's a rounded shape with four small legs at the bottom and a protruding vertical piece at the top. I understand it's a bit difficult to describe, but you will easily recognize it when you see it. Who is this Lumen and why would he steal the device? He was a member of our internal security forces, someone dependable enough to have access to even the most restricted areas of this building. Not so much anymore, I can say. No one had any proof of his motives, but yet we still have some suspicions. But we'll set our speculations aside. Retrieval of this device is our top priority, so that is where the focus should lie. What is this tracking device? Signal is coming from somewhere far below. Okay, well, we're getting 1500 XP as well from that. So, let us go to the docks, and see if it's still coming from far below. Somewhere above. Let's go to the metro. Somewhere from the north. Well, okay, so that's north. Always points north. Still, what's this? Coal City. Yep. Okay, well, we shall figure this out next time. So thank you ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed, please subscribe. If not, do not worry about it. Thank you again, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.